Hey, Gen Xers in the fucking house, man. Like, you know who you are. You're the ones watching this, and you've got sciatica and probably trauma from your childhood. You are my people. Like, I'm a Gen Xer. I'm a latchkey kid. Grew up in the 70s and 80s. Like, we weren't even really raised more than we were just left unattended for 20 years. We were like stray dogs with Atari controllers and all the freedom and none of the oversight from any adult anywhere. Like our childhood was basically here's a can of Chef Boyardee. Don't die. See you at dinner. Come home when the lights come on. We didn't have helicopter parents. We had like weather balloon parents floating off somewhere in the distance, like while we were in the backyard playing with gasoline and matches. And then I'd come home from school. I'd microwave a burrito that was frozen solid in the middle, but it was molten lava on the edges, and it would burn the roof of your mouth, and it would just drip. And then I'd settle in for 6 hours of just unsupervised television watching. MTV, MTV, MTV. No Bluey, no Daniel the Tiger, no Miss Rachel. We were watching shit like the Exorcist and Hill Street Blues at age 8, and that seemed totally normal. Like my emotional support animal was Jack Nicholson from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and my imaginary friend was Freddy Krueger. We were feral as fuck. We drank out of the garden hose. We rode in the back of pickup trucks. We played with lawn darts. Lawn darts. A children's game made of metal spears. You throw them up in the air and you'd yell scatter, and then a group of your friends would just take off, hoping not to be impaled by one. And if one stuck you in your foot, that was your own goddamn fault. You didn't run fast enough. And your parents were just like, walk it off, champ, rub some dirt in that shit and get back out there. We didn't have all these food allergies either. We had Kool-Aid and Tang. We had no vitamins unless you count Flintstone chewables and whatever they put in SpaghettiOs. And then the peanut butter was so thick, like you had to chew it, like gnaw on it till your jaw dislocated. You didn't really eat it more than you just survived it. And sex ed, you got one film strip with a narrator who was like, "This is a fallopian tube." That was it. No diagrams, no internet, no Pornhub. Just good luck out there, kid. But we were raised by pop culture. Like we didn't have TikTok. We had Mr. T and Pee Wee Herman. And no one thought it was weird that a fully grown man in a tiny suit lived in a Technicolor playhouse with full of screaming furniture. Our role models were He-Man and Optimus fucking Prime. I learned all my morals from the Thundercats, which is why I still probably scream Thundercats, oh, every time I have an orgasm. You know what our screen time limit was? It was either until the TV burst into flames or they stopped broadcasting television at midnight and they played the national anthem and then the screen went fuzzy. We didn't stream anything. We had to wait too. We had to catch our favorite show once a week. And if you missed it, you were fucked. Like there was no pause, there's no rewind, there was no, are you still watching? You just went to school confused, like, why the fuck is Michael Knight in jail now? And have you ever noticed how every 80s movie was just unsupervised kids? Goonies, Stand By Me, E.T. We were always looking for treasure, finding dead bodies, or hiding aliens in the garage. And the parents, they were gone. They'd be like, we'll be home at 10, don't burn the house down. Like I once hid a full raccoon in my closet for 2 days because I thought he might become my battle companion. But we also had Reagan. Don't forget about fucking Reagan. And he and Nancy told us to just say no while he was selling weapons to Iran. Meanwhile, there was cocaine everywhere. Your dentist had it, your babysitter had it. Fuck, your Care Bears probably had it too. And I see you through this screen out there, Funshine Bear. Your pupils are blown wide open. And we smoked. Well, we didn't, but at least our parents did in the car with the windows rolled up while you were eating your Happy Meal and listening to We Built This City on cassette. And now we're the adults. We're middle management, baby. We're holding society together like with nothing more than sarcasm and ibuprofen. And you can't scare us. We survived nuclear drills, the satanic panic, and being babysat by MTV. We're emotionally numb, slightly cynical. But play Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper, and every Gen Xer in the room will start crying like we just saw the Challenger explode again. We weren't raised, not by our parents. We were raised by John Hughes, Nintendo, and maybe a single working mom who taught us love by making Hamburger Helper and telling us to go outside. And we're still here. Barely, but we're still here. So, if you're a Gen Xer, take your fucking Flintstone vitamins, stretch your lower back, and remember, you made it. Despite Reagan, despite Tang, lawn darts, poltergeists, we made it. So now shut your phone off, go rub some Vapo Rub on your soul, and don't let anyone under 30 borrow your VHS copy of The Breakfast Club. That shit is golden. I still get triggered by the Oregon Trail and Jello molds, but I'm still standing, barely, with one good knee.